Hi there, this is Andy, and today I will show you how to open a brokerage account on Fidelity, fund it, buy and sell stocks, ETFs, and how to navigate the platform. To begin, click the link below the video or head to fidelity.com. Once you're on the website, you can click Open an account. The page that you will be redirected to provides quite a few options such as retirement and IRA accounts, health saving accounts, cash management, and even a 529 college saving plans for your kids if you have any. As I mentioned in the beginning in this video, we will focus on how to open a brokerage account, and that is what we will be clicking on. Click Open an account under the brokerage account. The first question we get is if we are already a Fidelity customer, and that is because you can add multiple accounts if you want to. Until this day, I have not used Fidelity, so I'm going to click No, but you click what applies to you. Clicking No, we can see a few brief information, such as what we will need to do. I will click Next so we can proceed to the account opening. The next question if this account will be an individual account or a joint account. If you're looking to open the account solo, click it and then hit Next. If you want to add your spouse into it or any other person for that matter, click I will share it. I will proceed with opening a solo account. Now, please fill out your real information such as name, social security number, date of birth, email, phone number, and your address. Once you have filled out all this information properly, click Next. As this is a real account, I will add my own personal information as well and then proceed. Fidelity, as any other broker I have created an account on, is extremely interested on how I'm making a living. They collect data, and that is something pretty standard among all the other platforms. Check your employment status, add your role and your employer's address, and please read the security and industry regulation questions carefully prior selecting None Apply, which I assume applies to the majority of you. Once you have read and answered these, click Next. This next question is quite interesting, and I have not seen it in any other platforms that I have created an account so far. This one asks, where do I want my money, my cash to be held prior further investment? Basically, where do I want to keep my cash while I'm waiting to invest? We have two options. First, our money are invested in a Fidelity Government Money Market Fund, SPACs, which earns dividends that are paid out on a monthly basis, and as of recently, it generates 4.1% yield. The second option is to have our money on a taxable interest-bearing cash option, FCAS, which earns an interest of 2.19%. For those unaware, money market funds are a low-risk, short-term savings alternatives that can provide easy access to your cash. The way they work is that these funds invest in debt securities characterized by short maturities and minimal credit risk. These securities are issued by government entities or companies who borrow money and repay principal and interest to investors within a short period of time. They are deemed to be low risk, and having a look over the past 10 years, we can see that the annual return, especially this year, is much higher, as usually they are on par with the Fed interest rates. They do have an expense ratio though, which currently is at 0.42%. Overall, both options are low risk, with the FCAS to be no risk at all basically, for when you want to park some cash and think about your next move. At the end, it comes down to personal preference. Personally, I will pick SPACs, but it doesn't matter much, as I don't really park cash for a long period of time in my investing accounts. Once you make your decision, click Next, and so you can see a review of your information. Please go through them, and as this is your last opportunity to change a few things if you have made any type of mistakes. At the bottom of your screen, you will need to review agreements and disclosures and agree to their terms and conditions. Once ready, click Open Account. Great. You will get an account number. I'm hiding mine, by the way, but it's consisted of a letter and 8 numbers. It seems actually that I had an account with them in the past, perhaps through a third-party work. Anyway, click Next. Here you will have to verify your identity by providing once more your name, date of birth, and last 4 digits of your social security number. After you put your info, you will receive a text message with a code. You will have 30 minutes to add the code and click Submit. As I already had a username, I am only asked to enter a new password. But since you're creating a new account, you will be asked to create both a username and a password. Add your password and click Next. Now you will be prompted to log into your account, add your credentials, and then you will be asked to provide once more a code. You have the option to disable that option by clicking Don't Ask Again in this device. I usually do that if I use my desktop. Click Submit when you're ready. Congrats! You have successfully created an account and you have logged into it. Now let's have a look on how we can fund the account. It's quite obvious that we need to click Add Funds. On the new window from the drop-down, you need to select how you will add funds to your account. You have three options: add an account, transfer your account to Fidelity, or transfer in through PayPal. I will pick to add a bank and click Continue. On the next screen, I will get questions on how do I want to transfer money, and again, it will be the EFT, which stands for Electronic Funds Transfer. Also send money to yourself if you want to fund your own account. Once again, we need to send a code to verify our identity and then add your bank information. Now we have a summary somehow of how do we want to transfer money, to who and how. You can either log into your bank account with Fidelity, you will add your bank account credentials, or add your bank info on your own. Either one will work, so pick the one that works for you best. I prefer to enter my information on my own. So I will do an EFT to my account and I will link my checking account. Here I need to add bank info such as routing number and account number and click Agree and Continue. Well, unfortunately that didn't work. It may be a glitch in the system, but if you had success on it, let me know. It could be just me. But we will try the other option, and that will be to try to connect my bank. And let's see if that will work. As you can see, all the major banks are available here. I will pick Capital One since I have an account there. And it worked like a charm. Now I can go and do a transfer. Click the account you just linked and then the account you just created on Fidelity. Pick the date and your money you want to transfer. The transaction limit is $250,000, but today and just to try it out, I will just add $30. The transfer was requested and now all we have to do is go back to Fidelity main dashboard and see the money there. Congrats! You have now created and funded a Fidelity account. Now let's execute the first trade in our account. To do that, click Trade on the top left corner. It's quite hidden, to be honest. I thought it would be in a much more prominent position. But anyhow, just click it. And on the pop-up window, which you can move around by the way, select a stock or an ETF that you want to trade. Make sure that you pick the proper account if you have more than one. I will buy the same ETF I buy on all my demos, and that will be no other than the SCHD. I will pick Buy, One Share, and Market Price, and click Preview Order. If the account you have picked is the right one, and the quantity and the price agrees with you, click Place Order. Let's click in the account, Individual, and there you have it. You can see the asset allocation, the balance, and the available cash to trade. In order to sell the assets, you can hit the Trade button once more, follow the same process, which is to pick the stocks, the action which is sell, number of shares, and market or limit order, and click Preview Order. Then just click Place an Order and your asset will be sold. I will keep it as is because I want you to show a bit more around the platform and how their metrics and analytics work holding a stock or an ETF. If you click Positions, you can see what is your current positions, the last price, total gain or loss, and the percentage of the account. Activity and order will give you a good summary of your past movements. I like the fact that you are able to track your activity back an entire year fast with the pre-selected options, or if you pick custom, you can go back as long as 5 years. Now let's have a look on the details on a stock or ETF Fidelity provides. By clicking the recently purchased SCHD ETF, we can see the price, change of the day, detailed information around the ETF, such as the net expense ratio, value of net assets, the last dividend distribution date, and of course, the top holdings of that ETF. It is in my plans to create a detailed video regarding SCHD down the line, so if you're interested, stay tuned. Also, I like that they include a card with our position in it, which allows us to see the P&L and the percentage it holds in our account. Scrolling a bit down, we can see the analyst ratings, which for many are very useful, the fund profile, which allows us to dive into a bit more, and the upcoming events and news. For the dividends enthusiasts like me, distributions and expense is what you want to check. Here you get the info about the last distribution date, the yield, the potential capital gain, and info on the dividends over the past few years. They don't provide a lot of history. For example, Swap provides info up to 10 years. You can get those in TradingView as well. So I did expect that in this field, they would have a lot more information. It would be more populated, to be honest. Anyhow, let's check Fidelity's trading dashboard. As prior, I just bought and sell on their boring interface. They do have their own trading platform as well. Here, as you can see, they outline all my positions, which are in SCHD. And if you recall, when we opened the account a few minutes earlier, my cash were on a Fidelity government money market account. So we can see that there. Here we can trade much faster. As by click on an asset, I have the buy and sell options on the right side ready. You can create a watch list. Just click and add names, and you can add a symbol by clicking add symbol. I will add Pepsi. Clicking on it, I will get a quick access to buy and sell as well as the chart below. For those interested in options, by clicking option chain, you can get the interface to trade them. If you click option statistics, you can see what the majority does and also see the top 20 trades on the day of the certain stock. I cannot say that I'm overexcited on their trading platform. However, for an investor, it's more than enough, to be honest, as if you plan to buy and hold your positions, the interface does not matter much. For day traders, most likely you will have to download the Active Trader Pro, which is a much more enhanced trading platform offered by Fidelity. Overall, Fidelity is one of the solid platforms out there to start investing. And by that I mean it's great to build your dividends or stock portfolio, to host your Roth IRA or even 529 accounts. I hope that this video helped you to create an account, fund it, buy and sell stocks, and navigate the platform. Please like, subscribe, and comment your questions below, and I will be more than happy to get back to you. Talk to you soon.